Oh, we live. Oh shoot.
Okay,
Can't
I
even
didn't
say
even see.
okay.
I didn't even
Can't
realize.
even say
All right,
okay. You starting now.
let's go 3, 2, 1.
I did not a single 3, 2, 1. I didn't
I
even know what was
know,
going on.
right?
Like, what's up? Like, how you just good at? But anyway,
Yeah.
welcome to episode 12 of the Otaku Summit podcast. Wow, my God, I did not see a countdown. Stop that! Stop that right now. Oh man, but we are back for another week, guys. We are back for another week. First thing first, Omar, how you feeling, man? For those who don't know, Omar, tell
Mama
them what.
had no deal.
Yeah, he went to his anime training arc. He had to break down his body to come back stronger. That's why he's currently not on video right
Yeah,
now. He's
man.
still hooked up to the chrono chamber, getting healed,
Yeah.
getting powered up,
Right.
like during the freezer arc. Just waiting to
Yes.
come back stronger than
My
ever.
Saiyan Zenkai boost is loaded.
My boy saying the same thing. Kai boost is loading. I can't believe it. But man, I hope you feel good though. You had us worried. No, we lost you for a second.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I'll keep it honest with you. I really didn't feel like collecting any Dragon Balls to come and wish you back.
Yeah, because like, boy, in times of COVID,
That's a journey.
Kobe can't be
Yeah.
traveling the world for Dragon Balls and
That's a
COVID
journey.
time.
Imagine if we actually had to do
Yeah.
that. Like we could do that. Like just travel the world. Like let's say we got to go to Dragon Balls. Like damn, oh my dad. All right, get the device. We gotta go on to Dragon Balls.
That'd be a lovely series for a Otaku Summit. Like every week, you just see an update of us in some different
Right.
part of the country.
In a different area, a different part of the globe. Just on the Dragon Ball night that we found one. We
Hey
found
guys, from New Zealand, we found the 4-star Dragon Ball.
exactly like hey, we found a 2 star. This one's hard to find now. We had to actually go dig to a volcano, like go to a volcano to get this one. That, that would be a wild adventure though. Like that would definitely.
Ooh, that'd be
What would
fun.
you wish for though, if you could with a Dragon Ball? Like, what would you actually wish for?
To get rid of COVID.
Okay, besides
So
that.
honorable, so
Well, that's a good
honorable,
one. That's a good one.
so
Besides,
That's a
honorable.
great answer, actually.
that's an excellent. That's an
But
excellent.
my answer would be more selfish. I'd ask for
Yes,
like,
yes, yeah.
give me like
Give me that.
$50 billion.
What you about to do?
Billion?
Right.
Come on, go in the
Get a
trillions. Trust me,
get a
I'll go in
villa.
trillions. I'll go into the trillions. I want 50 trillion dollars.
50s.
No,
What you?
uh,
Yeah.
$100 trillion. That's what. Either that or eternal life.
So what? So you guys can just
I
buy
want
all the
eternal life.
anime merch you ever wanted in life,
Yes.
and none of it. Listen, I just
I would
that's all you really want
like
for
if
it.
I had $100 trillion, I would buy my own house and then I'll have like different rooms. I'll have like a game room with all my game stuff, my anime room,
That is so
my
bizarre.
like my super secret anime collection of the limited edition stuff would be still in the box. It'd be
Listen,
like behind a nice glass case. Ooh,
I'd be
yes.
buying
All
stuff.
right, all
Yeah,
right, all right, then.
Phantom the house.
I need space to go start collecting more stuff.
No, I said it the other day. Like, I really need to like get more figures and stuff of that sort of nature
I know.
in my room.
I'm trying to move into another room. So when I move into that other room, I want to buy like some stuff for the wall. I want to buy some anime
Mm.
posters.
Definitely need the anime posters up. Definitely
I
need.
know, and some figurines. I really want to buy some like not just the simple. I want to buy like those $100 figurines.
You know what I want? I want those figurines that some people have. Like I saw on TikTok, like they have these actual life-size figurines. I need those. I
Yes,
need when you walk in my house, like you need like that's the first thing you see.
yes.
Like
And
so you know what's up.
I really want a life size figurine of Jinwoo.
Of
Yes,
who?
Jinwoo.
Oh
Oh,
yeah, guys.
Jinwoo from
April is a
Solo
big
Leveling.
fan of solo
oh
leveling
my
now.
god.
I
She
For
just
those
love
who
finished
don't know,
reading it.
for those who don't know, April has started reading Solo Leveling, and she is
Yes.
absolutely in love with it. Most notably, Jinwoo. Like,
Yes, I love
welcome though.
him.
Welcome to the
I
fray. Welcome.
love him. He's so badass.
Yes,
Yeah.
now you know what all of us know.
Like
That's the
he's in
power.
Japan, right? Like I'm at that chapter when he's in Japan killing all those giants and stuff. Like, ooh, there goes my man. There goes my
I,
man.
Wait,
I
damn, you
agree.
there already?
Yes, you
Who
know I
been?
read stuff fast.
Ooh, like you really reading. You about to be so sad when you get up. I want you to. You about to experience the same thing I experienced when I first started to read it. You about to be
Yeah.
so sad.
I
You
caught
about
up when like right before season one ended. Like
I
that's
don't
what I
read
caught up.
webtoons and seasons, but where did I end? I think they were just. I think this was after
The aunt arc.
Voodoo Island. Yes, I think it was right after the aunt arc where I
I
caught
think
up.
that's where I ended. I think.
Oh yeah.
I think when I was reading it was when I was reading it right before season one ended, and it would have been around that time.
All right, cool. But yeah, I didn't know what
Yeah,
to do.
I think it was you who made me want to catch up because I was like,
After I beat you catching off it.
Yeah, and then it's like
yeah,
one of us talking
Yeah,
about it. It's like, you know
he
what?
can't
Let
have
me
me.
finally read Solo Leveling and see what's
Oh, Ma can't have me ahead of him. So after I read it, he's like, you know what? I can't let Vicky beat me. I gotta go read it.
see that's the leaders in his blood. It's like it is
I
it is
know.
tugging him. It's like I can't have no
I
one
cannot
else.
let anyone get ahead of me.
No, I
How
can't.
dare
I
they
love
be
that.
more knowledgeable about anime than me?
Like, what do you mean? Like it's me. I live for this. Like it's me.
Like, how dare you know more about Hunter x Hunter than me?
right, right. Oh, but let's get into it. I am your host, your
Into
boy,
the thick of it.
Right.
Into the thick of it.
oh
That
god,
is Vicky. My God, Vicky.
Trash.
With April and Omar right now, guys. So first thing first, some news. So apparently in the midst of everything going on in the world, they somehow just snuck the fact that Fairy Tail is getting the anime adaptation for the 100 Quest arc. Like I just randomly popped up one day. And like,
yeah,
I had no idea that was about to happen. I honestly forgot that there was a continuation of Fairy Tail
Same.
currently
me
As
going
too.
far
on.
as the manga, no, I started it, but then I just was like,
No idea.
I can't be bothered.
I
What is
think it's 9 chapters in.
Yeah, I want to say I think
Wow.
it's at least a pretty length in because I think it started not too long after Fairy Tail ended. So
Yeah,
I mean, when I peeked at it, it looked like the same thing. It really didn't look like any different. It just looked like Fairy Tail continued, like Fairy Tail 2. But yeah, so for all Fairy Tail fans, for all of you out there in hiding, because I know y'all don't like to pop up too much, because people like to slander Fairy Tail, so you don't like to speak up too loud. But Fairy
yeah.
Tail is a continuation with the 100 Quest Blood Arc. Well, when I say Blood Arc, look at me taking bleach. But the 100 Quest Arc currently coming up. I don't know if there's anything. Oh, manga readers. My hero is on break this week, so in case you were looking, the Horikoshi will be back next week on the 17th to continue where he
Yeah,
left. What should be good because like we should expect every time Hori goes on break, he comes back with some fire. So that's always a good plus, even though when he takes break, it's sad and good at the same time.
I just like to say to our producer that I appreciate that I could see the comments clearly on the screen now.
Big ups to our producer
Good,
Gal.
good, good,
Doing
good
things in
job,
the
Cal.
background, working hard and diligent.
Yes, yes, yes.
Number one producer in the game. But I don't know. Has any other news popped up recently? I think
I
that's
think there was something that I wanted to talk about, but I can't remember because I was out of it all week and my memory is
listen,
fuzzy.
they
So
they sucked your youth and your memory.
yes,
That's
yes, they did.
that's wild. Yeah, for those who don't know, Omar does not look 16 anymore. He actually aged. They did him dirty. I don't know what they did in that hospital, but they did him dirty. But no, yeah, I can't think of any other news other than a few of your favorite animes will be ending next week. Sadly.
Yep,
hmm
and then
We're
it'll be
reaching that
time for the
24.
Summer Wars.
Yeah,
Oh, some slight Demon Slayer news. We know that it's going to be airing every Sunday during the winter season. So no,
They're
that's
not gonna
good.
be in
So
the fall anymore.
no,
yes, it's gonna be fall. It's just
oh
that
sorry.
it's gonna
Oh,
be.
Yeah,
We know it's a two
right.
core series now,
That
so it's
is
going into
right.
winter.
oh, okay.
That's also news. It's going to
So,
be the
Oh, that's
core. So
awesome.
we
so
may
we
get
get two arcs probably.
more than likely because I can't see
Yeah,
them
Season one was too
renting the.
core, right?
yeah,
I
Oh,
can't
Yeah,
remember.
season one?
yeah.
No,
Oh,
was it?
okay.
It was one.
yes,
Yeah, season one
They
was
took a break.
26.
No, it was
Wasn't
too
it?
far.
Wasn't it
It
like
was
Oh wait,
too
yeah,
far.
sorry. It was
24, 24 episodes, right?
in my mind, yeah, it was
Yeah, it
too
was too
good. It
far.
was too
Yeah.
good. It was too good. Because in my mind, I know usually they would like do the first one and then like have a trailer or something like that review for the second one. I didn't think they actually did that for the first season of Demon Slayer, so that's why it was kind of like
They did.
mixing up. Yeah, but they
Yeah.
did afterwards. Yeah, but yes, every Sunday you can expect Demon Slayer to be out, so that's good news for y'all. Other than that, yeah, nothing else is really stands out and popped up to me.
Blue Period will be airing on Netflix.
Oh
I don't know if they're
yeah.
doing it
Oh,
simulcast though. I'm waiting to
I
see if it's going to be
lucky
simulcast or
y'all,
not.
lucky
I
y'all,
think
just remind me
aren't
stuff.
they simulcasting it? Isn't that one of the animes that they did say that they will simulcast?
Oh,
Is it?
okay then.
Yeah, I think
I already
so.
happened to see it in the Netflix coming soon, and I think they have it starting at October 2nd, October 4th, one of
Oh,
them too.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Netflix is trying to double into the simulcast
Yeah,
thing. So I think
they
Finally,
that
are.
yeah.
Right, exactly. I said the same thing. Like
So
that's big
I
news.
think Blue Period is gonna be their experiment to see.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah, because they're trying to do weekly, that at least keep on track with the actual Japanese release, which is excellent. Because
Woohoo.
a lot of people watch, a lot of people watch anime through Netflix, and to have to wait months after a certain anime comes out is like,
you might just pirate it.
right, exactly. But some people prefer that.
Sail
Some
the
people
blue
legally get
line,
it, so it is what
the
it is.
Grand Line, or
But
whatever it is.
in other Netflix related news, we do know that the new season of JoJo is coming on Netflix, and apparently it's going
Is
to
that
be
going to be simulcast too?
no, but this is the weird thing. Like it's supposed to be released monthly. So I'm
What?
not sure. Yeah, exact. That was my exact reaction.
Yeah.
I don't know what the like
Oh,
exact intentions are, but they said it's going to be released. I don't know if it's like they're releasing an
they're gonna like drop
episode.
like 5 episodes 1 month, and then the
Yeah.
next month
I
another
I think
5.
that's what they mean. Because
When
that's
they
the
say
only thing that would make sense to me.
right, because I'm like, or like the first half or something, and then like I don't know. But it's a
Yeah.
weird way to do it. I don't know. I'm not quite sure why they would decide to do it like that. But I mean, it is what it is. I don't know if that's just Netflix or that's the actual release in itself
Yeah.
for the season. So that's another thing. But
Hmm.
yeah,
But
Netflix is trying to build up their anime resume a lot lately. They've really
Woohoo.
been diving deeply into that. So that's good. That's good. That's good. More
all
avenues
I know is that
coming
if Blue
anime.
Period gonna be like how it was for Shaman King and those,
Uh-huh.
I could just pirate it. Because I am waiting like a couple months just to see it
Oh
on
my
Netflix.
god. To get it out. I mean,
Yeah.
like I said, there's supposed to be simulcast, so hopefully not. Hopefully
Yeah.
that's because I actually did want to watch Shaman King Netflix, believe it or not.
I dropped that on I'm thinking
I mean, it's a
on
50
Eden
episode
Zero.
like I could, and I've watched Shaman King. It's nothing new. I know it, so I can honestly wait.
I
Yeah.
To,
dropped it at like episode 2 or 3. I was like, yeah, the same for me. I dropped that.
like
Same thing with Eden Zero. Yeah, the same for me.
Yeah.
Shaman King is very old school shonen. So if you're not that big of a fan of a shonen anyway,
Yeah.
like Shaman King wouldn't be for you.
I think
Yeah.
Shaman King
Let's
is
keep
like
it.
a
It wouldn't
one.
be
It's like It's like a once in a lifetime thing. You watch it once and then that's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
I
yeah.
need to watch
Even
it
though
again.
I do like Shaman King a lot. But yeah, that's definitely it.
Are
Yeah.
There's
you a
no
shonen tar, Javon?
there's no. I like shonen a lot, but my favorites
Sound
are
like a shonen tar.
sports and slice
Oh
of life.
god.
Believe it or not.
Oh
You know?
god.
But I started up. Listen, everyone started on shonen. Like that's like
Yeah, you can start on shonen, but if you don't branch your horizon, then it's a different
and
story.
then that's
Yeah.
where I really think you are shonen done. Like if you don't branch out, that's your only flavor. Like you only watch that. Like nah,
Yeah.
I lean to a lot of sports and a lot of slice of life and stuff like that. Yeah, there's
Yeah.
a lot of variety, but always come back to shonen. But in different news, news aside, I
Yeah.
want to ask because we started talking about this. What is everyone's favorite anime movies? Like your top fives?
I don't know if I have like a top 5.
Do you
Who's
have a
going
top?
first?
Okay,
Okay,
what's your
okay,
favorite?
okay.
You don't have to name a top five, but what's your favorite? I know for me personally, Spirited Away, Howl's Moving Castle, Kiki's
Mm-hmm.
Delivery Service, Your Name, and Princess Mononoke. Especially Spirited Away. I ran up my parents' bill watching Spirited Away. When you had to punch in the actual code on cable to watch pay-per-view movies, like I ran that bill up. Like if you looked at that,
Wow.
all you saw was Spirited Away. Like literally, I ran that bill up. I love Spirited Away.
I think
Howl's Moving
Wow.
Castle is my favorite Ghibli film. I can
That is
watch
my
that.
love.
I
That is
think
my love.
Yes. With that little the little fire in the bacon.
That
That's
is
so
my love. That is
funny.
my love.
Wow.
for me, it's like a mix between well, not a mix. It's between Spirited Away and
Uh,
Princess Mononoke.
mm, all right, all right, all right.
Yeah, my two well, it's a tie for Ghibli. It's Princess Mononoke
Mm-hmm.
and Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind, I think.
Yes,
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
that's
that's
Yeah,
good.
also
okay,
really
okay.
good. That's also a really good movie.
That's a good
yeah.
one.
I was just
Even
watching
But
Princess
service
Mononoke a
needs some
couple
more
weeks
love.
ago.
But no, it is what it is.
it's
Princess
good,
Mononoke,
right?
yeah, Princess Mononoke is always good
Aren't
for
they
watch.
still,
Yeah.
aren't the movies still on Netflix? Or
They're
are
They
on
should be.
well,
I
either
think
on
okay.
HBO
so.
Max. I don't know. So I was watching
I
it
think
on
so.
HBO Max. I don't know if it's still on Netflix.
Oh yeah,
Because
they're
I know
definitely on HBO Max. Without a doubt, they're
because I know
definitely on.
Netflix had a period where they had all of the studio's movies on there. I had like a
Yeah.
marathon. I was like, holy shit! It's like time to marathon this.
Like, there's a ton of anime movies on Netflix. I don't think a lot of people know about.
Yeah,
Got into the
Like, I
got into the
watched
world? Words? What is it?
something of words.
Worlds.
Garden.
Something gotten. It's on Netflix. I remember it by the picture, but I can't remember the name.
Another good one I watched there too was Nunu. I don't know if I'm saying it right. Nunu Kuni. It was. I know it's
Yeah, that's
based.
it.
Yeah, it's based
Nino
on the game.
Kuni,
Nunu
the
Kuni. Yeah, it
game.
was. Yes, I really
They
enjoyed
have
I
it.
a movie
started
for
I
that
that.
and
actually
I
made
fell
me want to
asleep.
play the game.
Yeah,
Like,
they have a
I have.
movie for it.
A
Yeah,
silent
they
voice
I'll
have
is
give
a
it
also
more.
really good.
See,
I really
exactly.
like
People don't
Oh,
know
silent
that.
Silent
voice.
Bud
Like,
is good too.
Yeah, silent voice.
Your name. I
I
watched
sup-
your name at
Yes.
least
I
once a
was
I'll be
just
year.
honest.
gonna
I'll be
say I'm
honest.
surprised Vicky didn't say your name yet. I thought she was gonna
I
leave
said your
with
name,
that.
but I'll be
Your
honest.
name
I've
was
only
called
seen
I was
clips
waiting
Vicky.
for
of
it.
Your
Silent
name
Voice. I
was
have
Vicky.
not actually sat and watched the Silent Voice yet.
No,
You need to sit your head down,
Yeah,
go watch that
the
after
dub,
this.
I have
For
not. I
this,
have
you need
not.
to watch
I have not.
this.
the
That's your
dub
homework
for
tonight.
Silent Voice is so mean compared to the sub version. 'Cause I watched the
What do
sub
you mean?
version first, and then I watched the dub. Wait, them children so rude.
Oh, because it's about bullying, right?
Yes, but the
Yeah.
bullying
It
wasn't
makes
as
sense.
bad. Well,
And
for
in the
me, it
sub,
wasn't like 100% bad in the sub. But when I watched the dub, I was just like, oh,
but it
he's
makes
so
sense then.
rude.
That makes sense then.
Yeah.
That makes sense. That makes
I
sense.
have to
They was
check
like,
out the
okay, let's
dub.
dive
I have to
into it.
check out the dub version.
I'll look for it. I'll look for it. But that I have not. But I definitely want to though. I definitely want to. 100%.
At least
Weathering
you
with
watch
you
your
was
name.
also
That's good.
I had to watch it. I listen. I
good.
Yes, that
Oh,
fall. Then oh my god, Mars dying. Ma, don't die.
Weathering with you was also pretty good as well.
Yes.
Yeah, it didn't
I
live
have
up
to
to your
have to watch
name, but it
that.
was
Yeah,
God,
no, it
okay.
didn't.
and then
And
it had.
they did have like the your name characters in it, like they made cameos in there.
They did?
Oh yeah, there was that. Yeah,
Yes,
they
Am I
did.
the only one who didn't know? Am I the only one who noticed?
As adults or
I think
kids,
so.
As
I didn't
adults,
notice
as
that.
adults,
I didn't know that.
like the girl, she was in the perfume bar, like when he went to go buy his friend, like the girl, the present. She was the one who
Mhm.
served him because like
What?
you saw the red thing in her
You,
I
hair,
gotta go rewatch
oh,
this
I
movie.
have
and
to.
then the boy, like he was at like the place with the grandfather or something. Like they went to someone's house to make it like to clear out the sun or something for the grandfather, and he was like the man's grandson, I think, or son. I can't remember that scene very well, but he had a more. I think he had like he actually had more lines than Homegirl. But yeah, they made cameos.
Oh,
I
that's
didn't
cool.
notice
Wow.
that.
I think the
Yeah,
problem is we didn't get to spend much time with their adult selves. Like we spent most of it with them being teenagers. So it's like if
yeah.
we saw the camera, we probably wouldn't have connected right away. But that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I
gotta
watched
watch
your
that.
Same,
name.
so they share the same
No.
universe then.
I
Yeah.
Essentially,
watch your name at least once a year.
as you should.
Wow.
As you definitely should.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that should be the standard, honestly.
That's
Your name would
very
definitely be the
crazy.
case. But that actually brings a good
Oh,
question, though. I wanted to ask: do you think, or at least we can speak for here too? We can speak for here mostly. But you think like anime-based movies are more marketable than like original-based movies? When I original
Um,
based anime movies.
it depends
What
on
you mean by original
what
base
you
movie? Like Hollywood
So
comparing them
like,
movie?
to.
me saying like going to watch a Demon Slayer movie because you already watched Demon Slayer, or you going to watch a Your Name? Like, you would you be like, you
Oh,
feel like it's more of like, oh, I see that movie, let me go watch it. To whereas like I see Demon Slayer out, I already know Demon Slayer. I'm gonna definitely watch that more. Like, do you feel like the other is more marketable than, like I say, a Your Name original? Because Your Name is great, like Your Name, but I don't know if Your Name made it like
Oh,
out
I
west,
got
like
you.
in that, yeah, in that instance, like would they feel like, okay, let's bring this out west? Like, do you feel like they only cater to more of the
I
anime
mean,
based ones, like the
I think Your
anime series
Name
based ones?
wasn't Your Name in theaters in the U.S. or was I wrong?
I'm
Like
not
it
I
it
sure.
think
was.
it
was.
was.
I don't
It
It
remember.
was.
was.
I think
It
it
was.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it wasn't over
it
here.
got theatrical release. It just
Oh,
wasn't
okay,
over
Didn't
okay.
it
here.
get nominated for an Oscar? I think.
It did.
Your Name.
I
I have to check.
think it
I'm not
did.
Let's
sure.
go to
Maybe.
Google.
I'm not sure.
I
But
think it
Google
got
our Google
in the
our
nominated
meantime, like,
savior.
because it was making a lot of money and a
okay.
lot of everybody was talking about it, and
Hmm.
I think
Oh,
it got
trivia
good
did.
reviews.
Wait,
Oh,
wait,
okay.
It
Google.
got
Wait, hold on, wait.
Like, we didn't see Weathering with You
Mm,
over here. At least I don't think so. So it's like that. Like,
No,
do you feel
Weathering
like
with You
people?
wasn't over here.
Yeah. Like, so you feel like people feel like more. It's like I can't bring an original anime based movie over here because like people aren't gonna like know what it is compared to me bringing an anime series everyone already knows and be like, all right, they know this, so like let's bring that up.
Hmm.
yeah.
Maybe, but
let's
like with
see.
I guess with the success of Demon Slayer, I think we might get some original anime movies because I think it'll open the
I hope
market
so.
more,
I hope so.
at least for that like for anime movies in general to come over. Because I'm
Ken,
hoping to God
mhm,
that we do get My Hero Infusion.
yeah. I mean, but more than
We
likely,
getting it. We
without
getting
a
it.
doubt, and the Jutsu Kaisen movie, and then
Like
whatever
to
Yeah.
answer
series comes
Javor's
up.
question,
Yeah.
the movies for established series like Hero Academia and Demon Slayer, they definitely would sell more than the original ones because
Hmm.
we know what to expect from these movies and we already know about them in general. Whereas these original ones, like unless you're like a huge anime buff like us and you into stuff like that, you wouldn't necessarily be attracted to it, or you wouldn't necessarily want to pay money to see it at a theater.
Mm-hmm. But I
Hmm.
mean, I guess the only thing I would say to that is for you to know about established series already, you would have to be into anime. So it's like, do you
Yeah.
feel like there's a market here for like more original stuff? Like, do you
Um.
guys feel like for to bring in more anime and not just like the ones we already know, but like all of them? Because I would love to see like a
Original.
lot of the anime movies that I see. I'd love to see them come over and cross over, or
Yeah.
like to get like a Western
Mhm.
Mm,
release.
Like the one with
I
Colin
don't know.
Farrell
I
who's
think.
in the
Oh,
wheelchair. I haven't watched it yet, but like I really would like to see that in theaters.
What's
which
I
that?
one
can't
with the
remember what
girl
it's
in the
called.
wheelchair?
Like there's this like it came out last year or this year. I think it came out this year. I can't remember the name of it. Like it's about this girl, like she
Google.
was in a wheelchair and this dude met her. Let me see if I could find it.
I gotta see. I gotta check. Cause I
Oh,
know
right
there
here,
was.
anime movie about girl in wheelchair.
That's funny. That's hilarious.
Wow.
That's hilarious.
Wow.
I typed
I
it
want
in
you to
and it
know.
popped up.
Listen, anime is so literal with the description. It's like movie with girl in wheelchair.
Wow.
Oh yeah, this one, see it right here.
Oh yeah, it came out
So
Mm.
last year by Studio Bones. Oh,
Yeah.
once again,
Josie,
who's be making movies on
Hosey,
the slick?
the tiger and the fish.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Won't
Like
be
I
making
haven't
movies
seen it
on the
yet, but I
slick.
really want to see it.
Oh, it's on Fun. Is it? I don't know. Funimation have the license. It may be on there. Let me go take a peek.
Wait, it's on Fun.
Nah.
Oh, I hope
I don't
if
know. It
it's on
say Funimation got
Funimation.
the license, so I'll have to take a
But
look
see,
and
that
see
would
if
have
it's
been
actually on
a
there.
good movie to bring. Like it's I guess I'm looking at it like this. Like if you would see an anime movie, in my opinion, it shouldn't be no different than you seeing a Western animation, like like
Yeah.
animated film come out. Like you should be like, oh, cool, this looks cool. Like let me go watch it. So I feel like
But
there
then
should be a market.
you also have Bahamians who still think that animation is for kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But see, it That's my
And
problem
then
with that.
and then they and then the parents deeply regret their choices when they send their 10-year-olds into a movie where they have no business being in, and then they want to try sue
I mean, you
they
should
want
see
to try
everything. Like,
sue the movie theater for letting their children
if
watch
you let
them.
your kids go to a movie, then you don't check the rating.
I'm sure
That's on
I'm
you.
sure some adults learned their lesson
Exactly.
from Sausage Party. You remember the whole Sausage Party
Oh, but that was rated R though. Like, let's be real. That was rated R.
That's a great movie.
Like,
I
let's be
just
real.
mentioned that
That
movie
was rated R. You
2 weeks
there's no
ago
way
at
you should have been
work.
in that movie
Nah,
if
but
you
you
were
know,
not
some
appropriate
parents
age.
still sent their kids to watch Sausage Party, and they
Because that's
regretted
on
their
them. That's
decision.
bad parenting. That's bad
That's
parenting.
a great
But
movie.
it is. That's a great movie. But the
Yeah,
go off what Vicky was saying is like I don't understand that because it's like at the end of the day, y'all still watch animated stuff on your own. Like we still have
yeah,
nostalgic feelings about like stuff like Toy Story and all that. So it's like you didn't really look
yeah.
at anime any different. It's like it's still animation. Like there's like what makes the other more acceptable than the other. You know what I'm saying?
So I was just
Javon
so aware. I was
headphones fit
so
so
aware.
nicely on his head.
That's
Like it's just like a
that's a very random comment. I know
like
what
it's
you
just like sitting there.
but it's
Wow.
what is happening right now?
Wow.
You
But
all see
yeah, I
it? Like
mean,
just
That's
so
what okay. Chill. Please chill.
but yeah, I think like that's like there's still a stigma, especially like about how like animation equals for kids and not for adults. But I think
Blah.
like now that's starting to change really, especially like as more people get into anime, and then you also have the Western side also making more adult content with animation. Like look at Invincible, which just happened this year.
Yeah.
Invincible
True.
was like
Yeah.
was animated, but like it was definitely not for children. Like
Yeah.
people are just
My only
going.
issue is the fact that the more and more these stuff get popular, the more and more they feel as though they have to make live action versions of it. Like
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm fully waiting for a
I
live
think that's
action
I
announcement
think
for Demon Slayer. I want y'all to know that.
I think that
I
some
am
things
I
should
am
not
waiting.
be live action. Though. I
Cause I
think
know
that
it's
some
coming. I
things
think so
can
too.
be.
I think
Yeah.
so.
But like a live action Demon Slayer is coming though because it's very popular, and people are
I know
going
it's
to
coming.
try and like
Absolutely.
take advantage of
butcher
that
it.
in the wrong way, way possible. Just
Yeah.
it's gonna be like similar to like these other live actions, and like they're gonna be like, oh, we're gonna make a live action version of it, but then we're not gonna be that committed to the plot. We're only gonna read like 50% of the plot, and then we're just gonna bullshit the other 50%. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Or we don't care about it at all and just butcher it and
Yeah,
dying completely.
we don't care. We don't care as long as we at least get to look somewhat like visually, and
Yeah.
then we're just gonna slap it there and
I
we're
mean, that's
gonna
just them
hope.
trying to potentially
Yeah,
take advantage of the fans that they know like the movie. But that's
yeah,
like
and then
that backfires because it's like it doesn't look like how they're supposed to
yeah.
look. Then it's like I'm not watching this.
And oh Lord, especially like if the Western side decides to make a live action of it, and they just decide to whitewash everybody.
And then there's that.
Pretty much.
There's also
Pretty
Yeah,
that,
much.
and
without a
then they're
doubt.
gonna be like, "What's wrong? How come the movie didn't do well? We did based off this very popular thing. Yes, you did do it off of this very popular thing, but you didn't do it justice."
Funny, but a lot of that being said, like in terms of like the anime community here, like how do you guys see it progressing and from what it once was to now, and like where do you think it could be over here?
Oh gosh, I think oh man, I remember like I grew up with the
I feel like you
Cage
thought about this a
days.
lot, April.
I think
It's on a deep side.
like I think like now I don't know if any of you guys were around for the Cage, the age of the
Yeah, we were.
Cage
Yeah, we
days.
were. At least
And
I
I
was.
Yeah.
remember I used to hang out with
Yeah,
the
I
Cage
was.
like all the time. I used to go to almost all of the Cage events, and even like the New Year's event, like where you stay awake all
Oh,
night
you
for
were.
the
Oh, you
Cage.
were those the lock-ins.
Yeah, I went to the
Oh, you were. Oh,
lock-ins.
yeah, you were involved in the kids and the kids. All right, all
Yes,
right,
I was
cool.
I was more the
definitely.
Facebook active one.
I was
Mm.
passing by. I would come by like
No,
with
I
some of my
used to
friends to play Yu-Gi-Oh.
live.
Like hang a bit, and then they go.
No man, I used to hang out because like me and my friends used to be at the cage, so I almost used to live in the cage.
Wow.
I used to go
That's
to
funny.
all the events. I used to go to all the events. Like they even started like in the last few years of the cage, or like within the last 2 years, they actually brought someone over to teach us Japanese. And like
Oh, I remember that.
we actually
I
had a
remember that.
good thing coming. I actually had homework and stuff to do from her,
Wow.
and yeah, like they were really doing some good, but then I don't know what happened exactly, but then the cage suddenly like closed. And like cage was
Mhm.
doing really good. Like they even had a magazine out and everything, and like
Hmm.
you had like Bahamian artists doing like little like little manga stories and stuff in there. It was almost like a Bahamian version of Shonen Jump. Oh
Nice.
my god, those were the good
Solid.
old days. Those were the good old days. And then but then after the cage gone, like you didn't really see much
Hmm.
until like you
Yeah.
see the oh gosh, is it geek geek what
Geeked
Geek
out.
out. Geek out.
yeah, geeked out. Like geeked out suddenly like popped up recently.
Started popping up. Yeah.
I don't know how long geeked out has been originally because I haven't been that
Yeah.
much a part of geeked
At least
out.
I found
I
about it
need
out about
to.
it in 2019.
Yeah, me
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Because they start having the little pop ups in the on Saturday nights
Right. Right. Right.
downtown.
Right. Right.
I used to watch
Right.
like
Right.
the
Right.
movies, and they used to have movie nights and stuff. It was really good. And
Yeah.
then COVID came and then just shut everything down.
Whoosh.
Pretty much because
Yep.
Gigo was I watched like Gigo really start to
Yeah,
go
they
up and
really,
up and up and what they
yeah,
were doing. Like it was really I won't even lie, it was fun. Like it really was fun.
yeah.
Like prior
They're
like the
really
COVID, like
fun.
it really was I looked forward to Gigo every month.
Yeah.
You
I
know,
went twice, and that was good enough for me.
Yeah.
Vicky, you prefer home, so I mean, there's that too.
Because I
But no,
really
like
would like to try and be a part of Geek Up. But I don't know if I like, I don't know if that's young people, if that's young people still doing Geek Out. Because I won't be like, oh hey, I'm da da da.
Oh, they're actually around your age, April.
Really?
yeah, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
That's
Like
true.
it's a good variety of people there, and
That's
that's
true.
the thing. Like
I were drinking with some of them at the last Geek Out thing.
I mean, they had alcohol for real. Like, there's like you had to have an actual license. Like, I mean, ID to get
Yeah.
it. So it's a good range. But
Yeah.
I mean, it's good to
Now,
have
if
like space.
Konigiri was there, I'd be there every week.
No, that's the thing too. That's why I
Definitely.
started getting into Black Pearl too because of there.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
there.
So I got
But
Black Pearl from the night market. That
yes,
was fun too.
that's
Yeah,
That was
night
fun
market
as
was
well.
really good.
Yeah.
I love all the
I
Asian
bet
inspired things that we had really going on at the moment,
because
like prior to COVID. Like it
because
was
like
really
they
fun.
Yeah.
yeah
I like it. I like having like a space for like people who into stuff like this, like to just gather and hang out or and like. And
yeah
that's why I asked.
And
Like I
eat
felt like
food.
and eat food. Like that's the thing. Like, cause I feel like the anime community here is like really started to grow. Like
yeah.
really grow, and especially in the last few years. Like
Yeah.
at times, like I'm actually shocked. Like okay, all y'all watch anime. I'm like all right, and then you just see
Get all
more
a
people start to
bunch of
pop up.
shonen
It's like
gods.
yeah, I mean that's how people get into it. You cannot be mad at that.
Oh
No
man,
brands of
especially
one or if they don't like them, then
especially
just let them enjoy what they try.
the
Yeah.
guys who just forever stay in shonen
Okay,
because it breaks their ego if they'll be caught dead watching something other than shonen.
Mm-hmm.
But
Then there's one gatekeep you and only gatekeep you about shonen. Man,
I remember
get on my face.
I saw a video the other
Wow.
day. One of my followers saying like, I can't believe they got me watching Slice of Life and enjoying it. Like I'm the gore person, the gore and horror person. Like I don't got me watching Slice of Life. But like yeah, no, the people like hey, let's gatekeep, but that's fine,
it's
that's fine.
good
But
to
you know,
broaden your horizons. You have to.
it is
I'm
definitely
trying to get one of my friends now. Like he's sort of still new to anime, and he might be watching this right now, watching this later. But yeah, like I'm trying to like give him different genres and
uh
like so he could like go and like because like he loved Attack on Titan. He wants more like
Attack
Attack
on
on
Titan,
Titan. But I'm telling him like there are other great animes that
Akami
are
got
not
killed.
action packed. That are
Akami
not
got killed. Akami got
Jeez.
But yeah, like there's some
killed.
really good animes that
You will
don't have
ruin
the
them for
action
life.
in it. Like you have some good dramas. You have
You
some
do?
good
Yeah.
dramas and mysteries and horrors and slice of life
Some
and
good
romance.
I
sports.
need a good horror. I need a good horror
What
to
animes too?
watch. I need a good horror to watch actually.
All they do is make me laugh.
Horror.
Yes.
There's
Yeah,
one horror manga that I
yeah,
promise you for the life of me I
horror anime
cannot
has a very
remember what the name of it was.
for
Like
some
it
reason,
had
yeah.
sorry,
Well,
it had like this I guess the killer wore a bunny mask and is like very Saw inspired. But I
I
watched it so long
think
ago and I
I know
cannot
what you're talking about, and I cannot
Just type,
remember the
just go
name.
on Google, type anime with killer wearing
funny.
bunny mask.
Or I may get I feel like there's a bunch of stuff with killers wearing bunny
I'm
masks
gonna
and
search for
like
it.
that's the downside of it. That's the downside of it. But let's be on this like topic like a little bit of this. Like what would you guys if you had to make an anime starter pack, like what would you guys make? Like what would be your anime starter pack for somebody?
Was it like this?
What's I can't even see that. What does it say? What's the
Hold on, wait.
It's,
Hold on, I have to lock my thing.
name?
So they have it called Doubt.
Doubt?
Yeah.
Oh yes, yes.
It originally
Yes,
came
I've
out in
watched that.
2007.
I watched that. I did watch that. I watched that.
I
Doubt.
feel like
can't
that's
remember.
the one you want to. Who don't really
I
watch
did watch.
horror anime.
I did watch that.
Cause
I
you a
can't. I think it
punk.
was like.
Your
It's like
mom's a
about.
scaredy cat.
Mm,
It's
Yes,
probably
it
from
is.
Mystery
Oh, Vicky,
Killer.
I love you. Vicky, I love you.
Yeah,
Yes, it is.
oh my
Vicky, I love
I
god.
you.
think it was.
This
It
is
was
it.
almost like a
This is
murder
Doubt.
mystery type book
Yeah,
because they were trying to find the
yes,
killer, right?
yes,
Yeah.
yes. Hey, listen, if you like horror and you like
It sounds
anime,
good though.
if you like
It
horror and
sounds
Put this
good.
on my list.
and
This
you
got
like
a 7.2 out of 10 rating on Mile.
watch or read Doubt.
Put that in the
Yeah.
group chat so I can
Watch
remember.
I will definitely put that there. This is definitely it. Thank
I
you.
think
I
there's
couldn't remember
another.
this for the longest. Yo. Yep. This is a murder
Yeah,
mystery. Watch
that's like
or
that's
read
almost like mid.
Doubt.
That's
I promise you are going to like it. But I was asking,
I think they made a live action of it. Did they?
maybe then I have to look. I have to look. I look.
I think
But
yeah.
yeah, so what would you guys make for an anime starter pack?
I mean, like
Like
what
I was
else should
thinking
they
about
wear?
that as like I don't know. I'm not quite sure. Like I feel like there's so many different options. Like I feel like you have to get like
I
people's
re-
I don't know if like go with like something that would have like a good flavor of everything and it's like, all right, go
oh
and where you expand. But I don't know.
you would have to give me time for that. Like I'd have to
Anime starter pack.
carefully
I feel like
compile some things
when you
together.
recommending things to people, you have to understand their taste first, and then recommend
Yeah.
something that matches
That
their
too.
taste.
That too.
But I
That too.
usually just tell people go on Netflix, go find an anime movie, and go watch that.
Okay.
I
So
feel like
you guys
Netflix
don't
has
think
a
that's
really good,
Netflix does.
like a really good
Like
starter
They
pack
do.
section for
Yeah.
persons who want to
and
get into anime.
people don't realize that like Netflix
Yeah, Netflix
really does
has
have
a
a
very good
good
catalog.
anime catalog, like without a
Yeah.
doubt.
Yes.
So, but you guys don't think like that's one anime is like you feel like okay, well, this like all right, I can give them this way, give them this way, even like without knowing their taste.
I always recommend Film Alchemist. I always recommend like FMA Brotherhood. I always recommend that. Like that's always be my first recommendation.
Good story,
Because
good
that is
characters, good
it's
development.
good
That's true. That's
action.
true.
Like because like that's my favorite anime of all time. Nothing I've watched has yet to topple FMA from its top spot.
Oh really?
Yeah, nothing I've watched has topped it. Like, I mean, like at first I thought Boku no Hero was gonna top it at first, but then like no, Boku no Hero is like in my top 5 at least. I think.
Okay.
Of
I feel like
Yeah.
Attack on
5 or
Titan would
top
also be a
10.
good one.
Yeah, Attack on
Personally.
Titan is good.
Yeah, that I'd recommend to people.
But then like you like some people might not like because I think like sometimes Attack on Titan just get pretty brutal.
Oh, okay. Oh, I mean the gore. At least I would
Yeah.
look for stuff would
Nah,
have good
I
let
think
the
story elements.
Let
and
there be
Yeah.
gore.
Yes, let there be gore.
because I love gore and horror as an next person, but like sometimes like because I know like I remember like I remember like two anime people like two people haven't really watched anime before, and like they
Uh-huh.
watched Attack on Titan, and they're like, holy shit,
Yeah.
that's a lot. They're like, that's a lot.
I remember
Yeah.
watching Attack on Titan for the first time, and being like, I think because this was around the same time I watched Kami got killed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I wasn't that used to main characters dying.
Yeah.
So when I saw Eren get
Yeah.
eaten, it's like, yo, you can't be serious. Like, what is happening? Like,
Yeah.
where is this? Like, what is really going on? Like, did he
Someone
really
actually
just die?
Yeah.
recommended Attack on Titan to me, and when I first like it just came out. It was only like maybe like 3 or 4 episodes out,
Yeah.
and it was like, yeah, go watch this. Like watch this. Like this is amazing, man. I was
I
like so mind
Yeah.
blown when I watched that first season. I was like, this is so good.
0
And then
to
they took
100
forever to bring
in
the
the first
second season,
episode.
and it's just as
Forever.
they're like, dang.
Forever.
Oh Lord.
But it's like, no, I
Like
always knew.
anime,
I'm sorry,
new
go ahead.
new anime viewers, you guys are so lucky that you guys like if you're watching
They don't
Attack on
understand.
Titan right now, you are
They don't
so
understand.
lucky.
They don't understand.
You do not know the
They
4 year
don't
wait that we had in
No, they
between
don't.
season 1 and
No,
season
they
2.
don't. No, they don't. They don't know. No, they don't. Like at all. Like even last year when I like everyone was getting into Attack on Titan, like new people, like I was always saying, like you guys have no idea the
Yeah.
wait we had to go through, the pain of waiting. I've even feeling like, will this even come back? Like what's
I
going on with
know.
this?
When it was coming back, when season 2 was coming back, I didn't believe it at first. I was like, "You are you shitting me? Are you
We don't
shitting
get
me?
it took so.
Is this a joke? Is this
It took
is
so
this
long.
one of those it's getting a season 2 joke?"
Like
I'm
finally,
glad I'd already write it off. I was
that
like,
and
oh
like
well,
yeah,
I guess I'm not gonna get another season. I'll just have to enjoy what I got.
I
that and
know.
Haikyuu really had me in a chokehold.
Oh
It's like,
yeah,
where am I
Haikyuu did have a break. They did have a long
ever?
break.
That's the only reason I started. That's how I started reading the manga. Because I was like,
Yeah.
I honestly wanted to enjoy IQ, but just the anime. Because I love the anime. I love what they're doing with the anime. But
Yeah.
it's like I need to know what happens. So it's like
I'm
I
still
can't.
I'm
I can't
like
just wait anymore.
surprisingly I'm still holding off on the manga. Like
Oh really?
yeah,
I
it's
mean,
in my
it's fine. Like
it's in
I
my
think
to
it's
read list, but I'm saying that I still really want to
yeah.
experience IQ in animation form,
I feel
no
like
matter
they
how
may.
long that's gonna take.
I feel like the next season may be the last, depending on what they do. So I mean, you
Mm.
can wait it. You can honestly wait it out if you want to. So it shouldn't be. It
I
shouldn't be.
got Haikyuu in that sweet spot with these new age people. I think I caught it for season 2, and I was like, okay, it's pretty good. And I
Yeah.
just like continued after. I didn't have that long wait Javon I had to deal with.
Lucky.
Exactly. See, y'all, you got it good. Y'all got it good. Y'all got it good.
I
Y'all got
know
it good.
y'all new people. Y'all have it good with some of these seasons. Like y'all
Uh,
know the horror of waiting like 2 years or 4 years for a season 2.
wait, I just realized, did we lose a mob?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
We did. I just decided to keep on going.
I let's. I hope it's following this. What is this? Like, wait, we lost the mob. What's going on?
Omar, we hope that you're alive. We
Oh
hope that you're
my
alive.
god! I mean, I wonder if I should even talk about this next one. Guys, gonna get into anime reviews. I wonder if I should even mention this. With her being in.
Oh, I forgot about this movie. I
What's
want to
that?
eat your pancreas. That was good.
Oh,
That was
I
good
haven't
too.
watched it yet. I haven't watched it yet. Like, I'm so off.
But if you
I'm
wanna
falling off that.
cry, that movie right there will get
I
you.
have
That
fallen off
was
of that. I haven't
probably
watched that.
that. Like, I kept seeing people talk about it, and it's like, you know what? Let me see if this really is sad. Where's the
That
decision?
got me. That
Where's the
ending, I was not expecting that ending. I was just there like, dang. I
We-
was sitting there crying. I was just like,
we might have to make a list of anime movies or series that will definitely make me cry. Like if you just want to let your emotions drain, like here's a list for you. Go and watch this. But
Like,
your name got me.
your name
Like,
got me.
Every time I watch your name, no matter how much times I know the story, I'm still gonna end up crying. And your name is get me, but I want to eat your pancreas. I think that got me more than your name.
It's like whenever
Why-
I hear about like I want to eat your pancreas, like it reminds me of like back then, like way back then, like when like you know those dramas, those Japanese dramas that used to come on, and in almost every drama, either the girl dies of a sickness or the guy dies of a sickness, and like there was just like a theme going on in that in those 2 years or so. Like what was it, like early 2000s? I think it was early 2000s. Like there was just this boom of anime of Japanese dramas with just either the girl or the boy dying from some sickness, or they die in an accident at the end of the series or the movie. I'm
I
like,
had plans to watch some of them, but I'm glad I didn't. I don't think I would have been able to handle that.
Another
I
one
was
that
like,
made
oh
me
my god,
cry
a
was
depressing scene.
definitely Anohana. That was a definitely because I didn't even know what to expect from that. Like, that made me very sad.
I don't think I watched that one
That
yet.
was
That's on my list.
yeah.
That's the
That's
one
the
on.
one where
That's
their
streaming
friend
on one
died.
platform.
That's what yeah their friend died and one of them were able to see her, was still able to interact with her. The one she had the guy that she had liked and he did like her. Yeah, it was a whole group. It's a lot that happens in that. It's a lot
This
that
is like
happens. Very emotional.
some orange stuff going on. Orange was a good one too.
Oh,
Ooh,
that's true.
ooh,
That's true.
Orange is a
That's
good
true.
anime, man.
That's true.
That
What
was
am I
good.
back with us? We were
Yeah.
just talking
And
about
Yes.
Otaku
Sada.
again.
We were talking about I want to Japan Curious, but we
Yeah,
aren't gonna spoil it because April hasn't watched it
I
yet.
haven't watched. Yeah,
yeah,
I fall. I still have.
yeah.
I was
You know what we
watching.
should do? We should watch. We should watch it as a group.
Ooh,
We should watch it as a group.
To
another
cry
one.
again?
Yes, we should all cry. We
A
should
cry
cry
party.
as a group. That's definitely what we should
A
do. We
watch
should watch
cry
that as
party.
we're
A
gonna
watch
have that.
cry
Yes, we
party.
Yeah, we're
do.
gonna watch Cry Buddy. That's definitely what it is.
Yeah.
So, but as you're back, I guess we can dive into the reviews since we're
Ooh.
already talking about gore and the use of
Wait,
gore.
wait. I
Gore
have
tickets has been
one.
spent. Oh, sorry.
I have one movie I want to recommend.
Oh, okay. If
Um,
that's why you disappeared, to go and find it.
yeah, it's called Sword of the Stranger.
Sword of the
Saw the
Stranger.
Yes.
stranger.
Let me
That's
see.
Yeah,
gonna go.
it's a
Right,
movie by
it's
Studio Bones, and
Found it.
this is a movie that has some of the best animation I've ever seen. Like, if you ever want to see
2007.
Studio Bones at their best, watch that movie.
I must have to look for all the Studio Bones movies because clearly,
Ooh.
clearly they just been sneaking movies out. I guess this is why they make so much movies for My Hero Academia.
They
Yeah,
got that
I,
money.
I get
Trigger
to
movie hurt my eyes. When you go to
say it again.
watch trigger movies, them like the colors that they use is be so vibrant. You gotta prepare your eyes to watch them.
Yeah.
I still
Like
didn't
that
watch
last one,
Tornado.
pro. Yeah, that one I watched and I was still like, "Bill, like what going on?" It was just like so bright and so much things were just going on at the same time.
Yeah,
That's so that's crazy. But I gotta check that out. I have to look for a whole list of Studio Bones movies and see what's up.
Yeah.
But I mean mentioned Bones too, so we can just get right into it. My Hero Academia,
Gore
episode
tickets were
23.
spent.
Tenko Shimura origin.
boy, oh boy,
How we
boy,
feeling,
oh
guys?
boy.
How we feeling? How we
I was
feeling? Let me
I
hear it.
I
That
thought this
episode
week was a
was
pretty good week.
everything I needed and more.
yes.
Yes.
Oh wow,
You said it was a pretty good
like
week,
Oh
Vicky.
my god, that close up
Mm-hmm.
on
Alright, yeah.
Shiggy, the close up on Shiggy's face at the end.
Yo.
That was
Yo,
wait,
wait.
that animation on
to
that
be
close up.
I'm
Go
gonna
ahead,
be
Omar.
honest with you all.
Uh-huh.
I think I enjoyed watching this more than when I read it in the manga. Because
Me
like
too.
it was just something about the voice
Listen,
acting with
Yeah, the
little
voice
listen.
acting,
Shigaraki.
the
Like,
music,
oh my god,
sound.
the
You
music
have
too, me.
Yeah,
Oh,
you have people who would get on you for saying this online from the community, but I definitely feel like his that portion of his story was definitely better in the anime. Like you just
yeah,
said, the music, the OST, yo,
very
when
good.
he after he his sister saw the dog dead on the ground and the
yeah.
music just shift, I was like, yo,
Yeah,
I had a horror feel going on. I was like, I felt every emotion from that entire scene. Like that was
I
so beautifully done.
yeah.
Like
When
Like
that
I
the
was
saw the
scene.
crumble
Right.
to the dog, I just was there like, oh my.
that shocked me. I wouldn't even lie. That shocked me. That shocked me.
Right.
That shocked me. I wasn't expecting
The
them
blood
to do it.
puddles.
And they did it
Yes, I
with
wasn't
every single
expecting
Right.
them.
one.
I wasn't expecting them blood puddles at
I
all.
also
Because
like
every
the
time I've
scene.
seen him use
Yeah,
his power, they don't show it.
yeah. I
Yeah,
like
they
Yeah.
the
don't.
scene with his mother. Like you see, like his mother
When
starts
she was
like
going to go run and hug
and
him.
she runs to hug him
Mm.
and say, "Oh my
Oh, I
god, that was
know.
so
Yeah.
I felt
Especially
like,
when they
like
had
oh.
a piece of the dog's head flashed. When
Yeah.
they
Yeah,
were
Yes. Yes.
um,
Yes.
listen.
Like
they
what I
cast it
one
I
of-
was
one
like,
of my
very,
favorite
very
moments though
uh-huh.
was because like
It was when
you
he
know
fell and died. I was too
how
yeah.
happy for that.
yeah, like you know
Oh
how
yeah, listen.
soft his voice was throughout the flashback.
Yeah.
And then he
Yeah.
was like, when my dad came up to me, the only thing I wanted to do was just like see him die. And he was just
Right.
like, Shine. And he said it in such a like dark and like twisted
Yeah.
voice. Like, I guess just like,
I like when he was
bro.
killing his father, he said that I felt nothing but pleasure from
But
that.
plus
Yes,
that
yes.
That was
And
panel
so
and that scene,
please,
that
that
was
looks
so
so beautiful.
haunting.
That is
that
Yeah.
met,
one of my favorite scenes
that,
from this.
He
his
actually reminded me of
backstory
Deku
is Hercules.
a
And
bit
that's it.
in the flashback. So in
Yeah,
the
yeah.
flashback,
Yeah.
It's a
you're
Yeah.
good
like he's like
power.
Deku
That
gone
Yeah,
wrong.
it was
it's a good
Yeah.
you're right.
power.
No, you're right. The parallel was definitely there with that.
Like
But
it,
But
Crybaby, wanted to be a
his backstory
hero.
is more
right.
solid than for me though, because like when you really like analyze it, like his upbringing was a result of somebody who thought as a parent they failed him, even though this person was like All Might's predecessor, and we know
yeah.
so much about Nana Shimura and how good of a person she was. And because he was neglected, he ended up neglecting his child,
Mhm.
and all his
Yeah.
child wanted to do was just be like you saw how excited he was when he learned about Nana, and I guess just like
Yeah.
wait, like
I
And you don't
know.
if
even know
only
go sorry, go ahead,
like
go
if
ahead.
only Shigaraki could have had a good upbringing. Like
Yeah.
it's just so heartbreaking for me. Because
Yeah.
And
he
like
was such a good child, was.
he was like
He was a
definitely
Deku.
He was a
yeah.
good child.
Yes, he was too.
He had honest dream. Like all he wanted, and like you could think about if you think about maybe like if he had better upbringing, bringing like when his quirk came in, it probably wasn't gonna be as devastating as it was.
Yeah,
That's the theory about it, yeah. That they
Mm-hmm.
would have been able to manage it and be like, okay, do this and do that.
That's how you're
But I
supposed
mean,
to do
yeah,
it.
right, that's
When
like
I, when
yeah,
his sister lied, she's still like, oh, this
right,
little
like
girl's
you
I
felt like
know.
everything that led
yeah,
up to him finally
right.
yeah,
snapping,
Cause like
you felt like you
everybody,
felt it.
all the adults betrayed him, but he always said his sister always had his back, and then
Mm-mm.
because his
yeah,
sister was basically his only ally in that house, and then that's so
Yeah,
heartbreaking. Like when the only person that you thought had had your back or you could trust just betray you like that, and then doesn't do anything. Like the whole family
yeah,
just stands there when the father
yeah,
abuses
yeah,
him. Like,
yeah.
oh man,
And
such
what
a
makes it even
heavy
sad is
and
that the dad was actually trying to come around at the very end, like at the very, very end.
too late,
And like I don't know about y'all, but they're
too
seeing
late.
that
when
the
it was
When
too
he
scene.
late.
smacked him with the pole.
No, not even that. Before that, when
Oh.
he came
Wait,
outside and he had the shock expression on, then in the background you heard Nana's words again saying, "I just want you to have a happy life and smile forever." I
Yeah,
was like, yo,
Mm-hmm.
I was
yeah,
like, oh my god,
yeah,
this is too perfect. Like this entire scene is too perfect.
tragic,
yeah. It's just
Yo,
like
tragedy.
I
it's
literally left that
horrible.
episode with numbers like that was
Yeah.
perfect. Like they did an
I was just
excellent
there
job.
like, where the rest? Like,
Me too.
they're
Because it
finished
ends with
Yeah,
his bloody hand and
I
his like
modded there.
deranged face,
Yeah,
and it's like the itching just stopped. I was like, yo,
I know.
I didn't
see,
feel like I don't know.
what
I
I
feel like
think.
the mom and the
Very.
grandparents, like they wanted to stand up and say something, but at the end of the day, it was just like, you know what? Like how like when they had the scene after he slapped him, after the dad
Uh,
slapped him,
Yeah.
and the mom was just there, like, you know what? I was letting you get away with it, but if you're gonna put your hand on the children, blah blah blah. Like she stood
Yeah,
up for
the
him then,
yeah, that's
yeah
and
it.
it's just
the
there
mom
like,
finally start, but I think
Yeah, it
it's
was too
all
late.
a little bit
It
too
was
late.
yeah, it was too late at that
Because
point.
yeah,
always happens in abusive homes. Like you always have the active abuser, and you always have the other person who just stands there and
Yeah,
just doesn't do anything about
yeah,
it.
and
And all of that contributes to the abuse, even though you're not actively participating in it, you are still allowing it to happen. So then you just decide to act at the raw too at the it's too late, too
yeah.
late.
yeah, definitely. But overall, that was definitely the best episode for me this season, without a
Yeah.
doubt. Um,
It was, it was.
it was like I liked the episode in entirety. Even the scenes with him fighting Redastro at the start, even though they did have a animation slip up. um, when his
I
he
thought it
lost.
was fine.
Yeah, it was fine. It was fine, but it sounded like it. But I guess that was a more of a, I guess whatever a rush thing because he either lost his shoes and then the shoes were back on. But it's like it's fine, it's fine. But I enjoyed the fight leading up to that, and the
Yeah.
second half of the episode just made it 100% better. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
if the next
Can't wait for next
episodes,
week. Can't wait for
listen,
next week.
like I said, this the review for this season gotta go out. At least for me,
It's how much episodes left?
it got it. It's one episode left.
21
It should be
episode
one.
left?
I think so. It's
Dang.
24.
Oh,
It should be
no,
just
no, wait.
24.
No, it's two.
Two.
It's 25.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
25.
There's two more.
Oh, two
Yeah.
more.
Yeah, it's 2 more episodes
Oh,
left.
dang. So what we gonna get? I know we get in. Oh, okay.
I guess
Okay.
like the last episode's gonna be like a aftermath of everything. Like I guess we're gonna go back to current. I guess we're gonna go because like remember technically we're in the past
We're back in the past.
Yeah.
and according to
100%.
the anime. So I guess episode 25 is gonna be we're gonna leave off where I guess like where the Endeavor arc sort of ended, and then like that's when
Yeah.
we might get that iconic scene where we see all the
Certain things
students
happen.
all the
Yeah.
like all the
Yeah.
students like standing off on like like over the city, looking over the city before they start the mission. Maybe we might get that. Maybe we might get that. Maybe it might end there. I
Okay.
hope it does. Or it might end like where they like the oh gosh, what was the phrase? The phrase where Izuku
Wait, those.
says
Uh,
but that's the
oh,
day when all
oh
the
no,
heroes
oh yeah,
vanished.
yeah.
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 Oh, whoops.
Yeah.
I mean, well, you guys don't know what happens when that
Yeah,
phrase
yeah,
is said, so it's not spoiling.
Don't worry about that.
Don't worry
Just-
about that.
Things happen. But you guys know, like, we're preparing for
It
war.
might end there, or it might end with the students standing off, getting ready to start. Like
But either way,
that's
I'm enjoying the back half of the season and these
Yeah.
last episodes. They did it like the 3 origin stories I wanted them to do. Good, they did.
yeah.
They succeeded with
And
me.
and
So that's
Spinner actually got this little backstory.
Because
Like
yeah.
it's like some of us like I thought
Yeah.
like after they sort of skipped Spinner, I'm like, oh poor Spinner. Spinner's not gonna get his backstory
What is he,
anymore.
the shut in?
Yeah, he used to shut
Yeah.
in.
Yeah.
shut
How did he turn into a lizard?
He was always a
That's
lizard.
what listen.
I don't know. I don't
Look
know
like that.
if they
That's the score.
touched on it. Yeah, that's correct. He's a gecko.
Yeah.
He has
Huh.
powers of a-
Because when they did the flashback of him like sitting in front of the screen, he looked kind of human from the back, so I wasn't sure.
I guess that might have been the hair in that
Yeah,
situation.
he
Yeah.
had long hair. He
Why
had
was
long
that?
hair. when he was a
Ah,
child.
okay.
All right, but moving on.
Oh.
And
Also, that
okay.
movie that Omar recommended, the Sword of the Stranger, it's streaming on Crunchyroll. I mean, not Crunchyroll, so it's streaming on Funimation for anybody that wants to watch it.
okay, cool.
Yes.
Definitely check that out.
Putting this
Perfect.
Funimation subscription to work.
But on to another anime that I feel is making huge strides this season. Honestly, so far, like if it keeps going like this, I gotta crack this into my top 5, maybe top 3 for this season.
What are you
But
talking about?
I'm liking where Fena is going,
Yes.
especially with this episode. I enjoyed this episode a lot. We got a lot more backstory.
Information.
Information,
What is it?
right?
Is that guy like? Was he obsessed with her mom or something? Like, what is
I
this?
feel
what
like
is
it
his-
was.
What is his relationship with his mom?
Because they were friends as
Her
kids, right? Fenn and Abel were friends as kids, right? I think wasn't he at the start of the season, the start of the series?
Yeah, he was the boy on the boat.
Right.
I think.
And while Fenn was a little girl,
Sure.
right?
I thought the boy in the boat was your boy. You push her. Who push her
Oh wait,
away?
Yuki Maru, sorry. No, it's Yuki
Yeah,
Maru.
Yuki
Sorry.
Maru.
That was
Abel,
right, that was
I
Yuki
think
Maru.
Abel,
My bad,
Abel, I
yeah.
think Abel's more involved with her mother. I think like because there's
Because there look like an age
What?
gap between the two of them.
yeah.
Okay, yeah, it does.
So it's like he's more like he's look like he's a good few
Hmm.
years older than Fenn.
But I know she
Yeah.
knows him though. Like she definitely knows him.
She
At least
does, like,
remembered him. Well, at the end, she remembered. At least that's how it. That was what
Yeah,
it
but
was
I
implied,
think
I
like
should say.
I think he's more. I think he has more history with her mom because
Mm.
it looks like that probably turns romantic. Maybe that they have a romantic history or something.
Maybe,
like
or
that.
he just
Or
was
he
in love
wanted
with
it to
her.
be a romantic
Yeah.
history.
Or that. Yeah.
True.
But we
Yeah.
learned that Finn is the
But it's
princess.
like
in this
who's
too, so-
to say that Fenna's father is actually father
Oh, we going
from
there.
from the first episode.
Oh, we going there now.
Yes, we're going there.
We going there.
We're going
We
there.
going there. We going there. But we learned that. Was that we learned Finn is a princess, so I guess that's
Mhm.
the big mystery. So I guess he has some form of a connection with her mother, and,
Yeah.
and I guess in afterlife or whatever like that. Um, but I think the most intriguing thing for me this episode, other than that,
It's how they use her
was
family.
How
that
they spoke about
the
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 blood.
goblin,
reveal,
the
Yes,
the
mercenaries.
goblin.
right?
Yeah,
And Yukimaru's brother. Because I'm like,
yeah.
as soon
How they
as Shitan mentioned K, everyone's like, what? Who? What? What you mean? What? You serious? Why are they sending
I
them?
can't wait to learn more about his
Yes,
brother.
I really want to know.
Me
I really
too.
want to know.
He look
Because
handsome
everyone's
too.
afraid of, yeah, he is.
I mean, he looks just like Yukimaru.
He looks like Yukimaru, but slight bit hotter.
Yeah. See,
Like
they
he
will
looks
understand.
just like
Okay.
see Yukimaru.
I don't know if you get it. I don't get it. 'Cause they look alike to me. Because I really was looking at it like
No,
these two are exactly.
Mm-mm.
no,
He's
Kai,
like a
It's just
little
like
leveled
Yukimaru.
up
He wears his
yeah,
Yukimaru.
hair up. He wears his hair up, and
he
he wears
has
it
that
down.
maturity, like he has that cold
Yeah, he
maturity
has that
going on.
look.
I mean,
Yeah,
by the way they describe him, he sounds like a stone cold killer. It's
yeah.
like, yo, we need to go home because he come in, so like we can't go for Vena. We can deal with that later. But you came out, it's like, all right, well, y'all can do
Just
that, but I'm
yeah,
gonna
because
go.
And
like
I
we got the reveal of the true mission. The true mission wasn't like
Yeah,
really to protect Fena. It was
uh
to
huh,
use Fena to get to
right,
the secret location where the treasure is. And we also
mhm.
like from the very beginning, like they used their phone, like they staged the shipwreck. It's like
yeah,
wow.
yeah. But that was a big reveal in itself too. And then we
Yeah,
have another subplot going on with the pirate lady, the captain,
yeah.
and Abel, and I guess whatever the pendant is and whatever they're about to do. So a lot of stories are just formulating.
But
Interesting
then
ones
this
too.
the thing is the same pendant that the lady was talking about seems to be the same one that was on what the girl name? Fenna's mom. Because Fenna's
Yeah,
mom own
Yeah,
is a lighter
yeah,
blue one than the one that Abel's holding in his hand. Abel's own is a darker blue.
because I think like because
Okay.
Fena has the necklace, but like doesn't look like she has the necklace anymore. I don't think. No, she does. She
Yeah,
still
I
have
think
the
it came
necklace?
off her. Yeah, it
Yeah,
fell off her neck.
because
yeah,
Mm.
yeah,
I think that's the necklace what the pirate lady is
He
holding.
was talking about.
yeah. She
Yeah,
said
Hmm.
that's the nexus he gave the
she
Abel.
say, how the hell do you have this? Like, how,
Why she
there's
rock?
a lot of stuff. A
Is
lot of questions have been raised.
I just want to say, was it just me or did I expect the boy? He's a boy, right? Who the one who
I think,
served Fenna?
yeah, he's a
He's a
boy.
boy,
Yeah,
He's a
right?
boy.
I think he's a
Was I the
boy.
only
He,
one who was expecting him to do something where it's like, no,
I
why you
thought,
don't
yeah,
give me
I
your
thought that he had like more sinister
me
parts.
do the
Maybe
next,
he does. Maybe he does.
but
I
then the
need to
next scene, all I know, he getting punched through the door. It's like, okay, I guess not.
Hmm.
maybe,
He looks
knows.
soft. He looks soft to me.
But I
But
really thought he was about to
like
do something.
before, like in scenes that he's
I guess
been
that's
part of previously before
uh
this,
huh,
like he sort of like had like a neutral coldness in his
uh huh,
like
Mm.
so like I thought like maybe he has like a sinister part to play in the background maybe,
uh huh.
but we haven't seen it. But then I guess he's just a regular boy because he got kicked in the room. But I don't know. I'm just to hold on to that theory. I think he's probably just playing that he got hurt.
Probably, probably,
And
but
I
no,
want to see if like the goblins that they spoke about in the story is
me
actually
too.
is the goblins that they have now, if it's their what is predecessors? That's what it's called.
I think it's probably
Yeah,
could
or
be
even if
predecessors
they may be
or
embellishing a bit.
ancestors. Could be ancestors.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ancestors. That's it.
ancestors. Yeah,
And then again, like there's always like that twist on like like you can't believe this side of the story because every story
right.
has different sides, especially when
Hmm.
you're
Mm.
dealing with people who are like on enemy lines because like you might say, oh well, those people are horrible, but then when you look on their side, it's
They're
actually,
like, oh,
oh, it's
y'all were
okay.
actually horrible.
Cause like the guy with the long hair, the archer, like he did tell Yukimaru, like when Yukimaru was trying to leave, he told Yukimaru that Fen is a witch and she bewitched you, and that's all what they do. They will drag you down to your doom or lead you to your doom or something like that.
I
So
feel
Hmm.
like he was talking more about her family, and I guess the
yeah,
generations they have, the connection they have. So that may be
yeah.
and that may be a hint towards her mother as well.
Yeah, because like that was the
Um,
second time that Finna's been referred to as a witch so far.
which kind of like imply because like she does seem to have powers, so it's like
Yeah.
that definitely would fall in line. But the reason I said like
Francie,
the
Francie about
goblet,
everybody.
I didn't find it like really because like the boy is like I
When the
feel
boys like,
I
oh,
have
can we
for
talk
so
for a
long.
bit?
I'm like,
What you
no,
want to talk for? I'm like, give me your food and let him go.
right, like wait. But no, I remember the twins like saying it's like we don't kill women or children. That's our rule. So,
Yeah.
but to hear them speak about the goblins and say like, oh, they've killed women and children, it's like something I don't know.
Maybe
Something
maybe
happened
their
like
Yeah.
ancestors
once.
might have, but these said no, because these said seem like they were like, oh, we getting ready to go save Finna, and like
Yeah,
they want to go and save her,
Yeah.
they have
and
to report back to the island and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah,
New generation. It's a new generation with
yeah,
different
maybe yeah,
thinking.
maybe it's just them and the fact that like
they seem more nicer compared to what
Yeah.
like what the story is of the whole
Maybe
Goblin
because like
Knights.
again, yeah, because like again, it's probably like different generation, like different like times, because like probably their predecessors like were in war, like probably in constant war, constant battle. So it always happens like when you have the new generation that doesn't even really know much about
Mm-hmm.
war and battle and bloodshed like that, they tend to be not softer, but they tend to be more like under like open, I guess, to
Like
new
Boruto.
like less brutal and more open. I mean,
ooh, this is like brutal. When they don't know war, there's no peace, so they're soft for no reason.
because I
Yep.
because I look at Eden right now, like the previous, like because like
Oh,
in
with the
Ren
gods and stuff,
generation, yeah,
that's a good.
it's like because like it's a good comparison because like in Ren generation, Ren only knew about like battle and demons and stuff, and then you have the new generation, so to speak. They only knew peace, like that's the title, so that's why they're a little bit weaker and probably not as understanding of things that's going on. So I think it's probably similar to this with this generation of the goblins. It's like they didn't really know that bloodshed, or they probably don't know, like probably not as brutal as their
Mm.
predecessors is what I'm saying. I felt like a very long
Yeah,
explanation for
no doubt,
like
no doubt.
like you Yukimaru's brother was clearly part of the whole
yeah,
generation.
Oh no, of
the
course,
old
He
makes
generation.
sense.
like he ready to kill you
He
if you
froze
just
up
Yeah,
blink
quick.
at him wrong.
He froze up quick when he mentioned his name. It's like,
yeah.
what you mean he commit? Like, all right, they ain't that serious. Like, they ain't gotta do that.
Yeah,
But yeah,
it's like Yukimara's generation. It's like we don't have to kill these people while like the older generation is like, bitch, what you mean we have to kill these people?
yeah, they definitely don't seem like they're Yukimura generation. They definitely seem like they kill with a cause, not just
Yeah,
because. In
yeah.
all that sense. But since you mentioned Fenna, that's a good segue into. I'm not Fenna, sorry, Itanin. That's a good segue into that episode. So what happened this week? I didn't get a chance to watch. Sadly, I didn't get a chance. But I know the last time we had I can't remember his name. I can't remember his name, but I know he broke out the priest girl, and it was like I guess they were storming
Hi.
the base. Well, the last episode they were storming the base, pretty
Yeah,
much.
they're
Let,
storming the base.
let's
Like
just say that the war is over.
yeah, the war is
Oh no, I
over. Like
figured, I figured,
they
I
basically
figured,
wrapped up the war.
I figured, I
Yeah.
and
figured.
a
As soon as they
new
stormed, I figured.
I don't watch it then.
and a new Itaten
That
was
doesn't want you
born.
to get too sounded
a
for her.
new a new Itaten was also born
Yeah.
this episode.
Oh,
Yeah.
With a very unique twist. With a
Yeah.
very
alright.
unique twist with this person. Can we
Yep.
spoil it or nah? Nah,
No.
no.
Don't
I don't know when
spoil
the
it.
episode come out. I
Spoiler
think
twist.
spoilers are like after 7 days. Spoilers are
Has
free
it
for
been
all.
7 days? I don't think it's.
I
It
don't think
hasn't
it's
been
7 days.
7 years.
No, it hasn't
I
been
mean,
7
at this
days.
point, if you watch it, then you should have watched it.
I mean,
I mean,
well,
it is what it
we
is.
basically were
We gotta
spoiled.
talk. I mean, we gotta talk about the episode. So yes, we can talk about the episode.
Yeah.
We can talk about it.
But
So I mean, yeah.
Oh, your
But
girl ain't got on no clothes. What
that's my babe.
type?
Listen. You have no idea. Trust me. That's
I'd
for a
like
reason.
to know.
How
I
is this even
that
feasible? You see that?
that's for a
Yeah,
reason. I might as well
that's
It's
tell
for a
like
you.
reason. It's for a
even
reason.
Take
how it cut.
take that at face value, eh?
It's like her lips holding it up or something.
Take
Like,
take that at face value. I might
like
as well tell you.
Really?
speaking of that character surprised me. I didn't think that
Really?
she would be because especially how how where she is where the episode ended. I did not think that
For
her
the new
character
episode?
would get that far in this episode, in this current
Oh, okay, okay,
episode.
okay.
Yeah, I did not think, like, I don't even like her character really caught me by surprise.
I
Really,
mean, to
it's
be
like a good
honest,
flip on character expectations with her, because
yeah,
I
because
thought, like, I didn't think that she was gonna be where
uh,
she is right now.
I didn't think she would have the
She
power that
is
she has.
smarter.
Like
She is
that,
smarter
right?
than I thought that she was going to be.
Exactly. That's what that got me on guard for real. Like
Like,
that
she
got
was very smart. Like, she evacuated because, like, she knew, like, ooh, this
that
fight
was listen.
coming. She's like, this
Yeah.
war
That was
coming.
so funny.
Let me get by two people and let's bounce.
For the last, and the reason she got the two people to was even funnier. But that last, it was so funny. It's like she literally just looked and say, "Oh, so this was about to happen. Let me just write my letter.
Yeah.
Hey, you sit here, eh? I gone." This is like she really
Yeah,
saw
like,
like,
she is
oh no, but they about
smarter
to,
than I
oh
thought she
we
was
could
gonna
die.
be.
They about to storm the base. Like ain't no
Yeah.
chance for us. So your piece, eh? Like that was hilarious as hell. Like she really just
Oh yeah. Like,
escaped
there's
all the way to
also
there.
there's also a very, like, interesting twist or possibility that happened this episode. I'm not gonna spoil it, but it involves Rin, and it's
Ooh.
very interesting. Like, because Omar, you know what I'm talking about, right? About
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
certain character
Yeah.
reveal.
Yeah. I feel a little bad at one point.
I know. Oh my god, Rin.
Uh-huh. But
Yeah.
Ren, but no,
Yeah,
Ethan is really good though. Like I said, I
it is
enjoy
really
I enjoy
good.
it for what it is. It's like not the most like groundbreaking, but it's really fun to
No,
watch.
yeah,
And
it's
I
very
Yeah.
love
good
the
to
colors and
watch.
animation of it too.
Yeah.
So it's everything I
Yeah.
had into it. So with that being said, let's get into we getting revenge this week. Get into revenge.
I've not seen it yet.
Hmm.
I've
Who's your
seen
favorite?
it. I've seen
Hiya,
Tokyo
boy.
Revenge.
Thought that girl was for him, though.
I, I was dying. I was dying.
Oh,
Listen to me when I tell you I don't know
man. And y'all
how
see how
Takamichi thought that girl was partially fair.
And once again, Takemichi reminds us why, like, how useless he is. Because, like, you remember, like, he talked about, like, he was walking and say, "Oh man, say Baji still get killed by Katsutora." I was like, "Yeah, because of you, dumbass."
Bro.
and when he
They,
said in
they,
Draken Rome, it's like, oh, that's Mikey. It's just like, duh. Like, oh
clear,
man.
clear.
Oh.
Oh man, we tried Takamichi about everything. But in this episode, we had it's a more down and
Yeah,
funny episode compared to like a lot of the drama that's been happening for the
yeah, a
past
good.
Oh,
few
okay, that's
weeks.
good.
One
Yeah,
one
Yeah,
episode
yeah.
left.
it's like,
Nothing really
you're like,
happens
we're
like
coming
that.
down from the like, after the climax of
Yeah.
last week, where, like, we're
Climax.
having the calm down, we're having, like, the calm period, especially since next week will be their last episode, right?
Yes, next week's the last episode
Yeah.
for Tokyo Revengers. But
Another one on my completed list.
hey,
Boom,
look at that.
boom.
Moving up the list. We still catch up though, ma. But to dive into the episode a bit, it starts with a bit like I guess a gag segment where the gang thinks that Mikey is going on a date with Emma. And Emma being the girl who
So
likes Draken a
stupid.
lot. So it's like I don't know why they assume this, especially with Hannah,
I
because
did
like
not. I did
considering that
not
she
like.
has the information that she had,
Mhm.
but we discover that Mikey and Emma are in fact
Siblings.
step siblings. Yes,
Yeah,
which
half
is
siblings.
I don't know why I didn't think of that from the first beginning.
I don't know why either, especially with Hannah since he was the one that stole. But yeah, it happened, and he
I'm
was just
just so
celebrating her birthday with
surprised
her.
that I'm so surprised that they put a plot point like that in Tokyo Revenge. I was like, really?
Oh, really?
It's like, really, we're going with this gimmick. We're going with this.
Oh
gimmick
no,
today?
yeah, that kind of surprised me too. It almost kind of felt a bit out of place as well,
Yeah, it's
especially
like,
when
it was
Hannah going
such
the
a
whole Sherlock Holmes route. It's like, okay,
yeah.
this
That's like
is
something
diving
that's
a
like,
bit deep into gag territory. But it's
yeah,
like, all
that's
right,
like
we're gonna see.
that's like rom
Did she
com
say
territory.
Watson?
What? Right? I was like, really?
I was like,
That's
no.
like,
I was
that's
like,
like
why
really.
are we
She said
going
the
down this
exact line
road?
too. She said the exact line too.
It's
That
like
Sherlock Holmes usually
the
say.
minute they start doing that, this man was like, they ain't doing nothing. They probably, this I say right now, they plan a surprise for Draken or something. I was like, they ain't doing. It's like, it was
Right.
so predictable. I kind of hate
Yeah,
those like guys. Like
you knew what it
really.
was. You knew what it was.
Because
Like it really was
you've
her.
seen it a lot in rom coms and slice of life. It's just that you get tired.
Bing, bing. That's what made it so funny.
Yeah, you just
That's what
get
made it
tired
so
of
funny.
seeing it though.
Yeah, that's what made it so funny. But yeah, so like I said, it's a calm episode, and then after that
Yeah.
we have Takamichi officially joining the gang. He's
That we
Woohoo!
got
didn't
his.
do nothing
He's
for.
got. I mean, listen.
Just
But
like,
then, but
he was
then,
like, oh,
but
here,
then,
take this
they're
jacket.
thankful. They're thankful for him. So
He stopped Mikey from committing murder. That's
yeah,
what
they're
he
sort of
did.
thankful. So he got a lot of
Can't
first
fight.
happened.
He's the worst. He's the dead weight of the pack.
He was the first
Yeah.
person to go in the Draken's room other than Mikey, and then he
Yeah.
was the only other person outside of the original members to have his
His
jacket
jacket
personally
made.
made from Matsuya. But it's
I
cool.
know.
Your boy is so
But that's funny. I like that was so funny.
big time gangster, and there's the president.
Like
I
the fact that he's
know.
the president of the Swords Club, right? Like that was funny.
With
I
his
li-
swella.
yeah.
With his
Wow.
swella.
I like the episode for those moments for real. Like this episode,
Yeah.
it was really funny just to see what they
It's
do
like,
when they ain't being delinquents.
you know, it's like they're just regular students doing their thing, and then at night they beat up each
They
other.
come up and be delinquents, right? It's like, oh, you're the only. I don't like you other delinquents, but Matsuya I like because he's the president of the club, and he's so it's just like, and all of it's like, oh, look at my what I'm so. It's like, yeah, that was funny. That was funny.
Yeah.
So it ended. I guess they had the meeting and stuff, and so we
Oh, and then
discovered
they
that
introduced Hannah.
yes,
Hannah.
I have a
Whatever
theory.
his
I
name is.
think that he is about to join the gang,
I
or
think
they're
so
about to
too.
make him a division captain. I feel like he's about to get Baji's division.
You mean
I feel like that's
Takamichi?
about to happen. No, I mean
Oh,
No,
Hannah.
I mean Hanma.
yeah.
That's true. Why would Takamichi get a division?
Who?
I feel like they're about to let him come into the gang.
Yeah, and I feel like he's about to get
And then
Baji's division.
yeah.
Personally.
They don't even jump them in. I thought when you join a gang, you just get jumped in.
You
I
have
guess
to
not
do
until
your
you-
initiation. You
Yeah.
do your initiation.
Yeah, I got like some type of initiation.
I guess there was no jumping in.
Mikey
guess there was no jumping in with
Mikey running the gang wrong, man. Mikey running this gang.
You run the
wrong.
game, you need
Wow.
the
Yeah, you see it. You see with Valhalla, your boy had to beat up another Toman leader.
y'all really
Yeah.
want them.
Oh, member?
On the members
Listen,
versus
listen.
killing them.
If you
Well, that's Valhalla, 'cause
if
Valhalla is
you
definitely
do a story
more-
about gang life, do a story about gang life, man.
I mean, keep in mind they're doing a story on gang life in Tokyo, and
I
I mean
know,
Japan.
that's
So it's
true.
like it's just definitely very different. But
If
yeah, man,
I
not a
was
lot of.
Mikey, I'll still let you, like, if you come in and you have to get beat up, you have to get jumped, man. You have to,
Wow, that's
You got to do something.
or you have to fight, or you have to fight. I can pick a random person out of my people. Just look like Toma. I'm
But we
just
all-
big and big. I'm like, where all these kids coming from? All these kids and what?
But we all saw how
It's like-
Kisaki joined. He just went up to Mikey. He's like, "Let me join." It's like,
Touche.
so it's like it is what it is.
Yeah.
Mikey's about family, so that's the thing. He's definitely on his Toretto
which could
vibes.
be a weakness.
No, it is.
He's definitely with it could be a weakness for real. It definitely could be. But it is what it is. But yeah, very calm episode. Nothing much happened. Nothing much to discuss.
Yeah.
It was okay. I enjoyed it a
You
lot.
see how the prostitute, the girl from the brothel, like how she's like, oh, can I come? Like she was dead sensual and
listen.
soft. And then as soon as she found out that she was in the,
What is
the voice switch.
It's more deep and it's like she's smoking a cigarette. And it's like,
That's when you put on your customer service voice.
That's definitely what it is. The customer service was like, can I help you? It's like, and it's like,
Like,
it's like,
hello guys,
That's
how
funny.
you doing? How are you doing? Welcome to so and so. How may I help you today? And then a few other phones like, oh my god, that bitch! I hate her so much.
oh man, but
And then it also appears like crap man, Draken's mom isn't alive anymore.
yeah,
You saw how he mentioned, I don't have any parents, so everybody
Yeah.
kind of sort of raised me. Wasn't his mom working in that brothel before?
yeah,
Yeah, but she probably died at some point.
yeah,
I like to say that they also added that she may not be alive anymore.
yeah. Because Takamichi is like, you said such a dramatic thing so casually. Like, what you mean? Your parents dead? They raised you. Like, what you mean, fam? Like, you just live here? Like, what's going on?
So I guess
But
I
yeah,
live in a brothel. This is my life now.
like don't be weird about it. Like dude, like just chill, just chill, just chill, just chill. But so we haven't talked about this one a lot on the pod yet, but definitely is an interesting as Vicky know what I'm talking about. Vicky knows.
I
So
was just
guys,
stopping you with your finger.
oh wait, man, sorry. So what is happening with Remake Our Life? What's
Oh
going
my
on? What's
fucking
going on that front? I've seen a lot of good things being said, and I've been seeing a lot of I've been seeing it high on a lot of weekly episode lists as well. So what's happening over on that side of the world of the
Well,
anime
that
world?
week when it
Uh,
got that week when it was when it got when it bumped up,
Yeah.
I think it was mainly because of the ending and people found out that your boy was married to the girl with the purple hair. I can't remember, and they had a child. I
What?
no,
think,
Aki.
What are
yeah,
we
I
talking
think,
about?
I think that's the reason why it was so high that week.
So I'm
Scandal.
lost. What happened? Wait, what are we talking about?
Remake Our
Oh,
Life.
remake our life.
Oh, oh
Yes, yes, Remake
shoot!
Our Life.
I need to catch up. I'm 3 episodes behind.
But that sounds like a big scandal, though. That sounds like a huge scandal, if we being honest.
I
No,
don't know.
no, it was
I got
different.
the
Okay.
vibes from them when they were in college.
Okay,
Um,
okay.
Yeah.
I guess everybody was shipping them too instead of the other girl, the one who was sing.
Uh
So
huh.
when they took it to the present and they found out that he actually married her and they have a child, everybody was like, oh, "Yes, my ship!" So it ended
Oh
up
shit!
being
They
talk for
went
that
back to
week.
the present.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah, they're in
No,
the
they
present
ain't
now.
going back to present.
Oh,
oh,
not
sorry.
like that present then, but more like
Oh,
the present after
the
The
he
new
future,
already
the
present.
out
future,
with
the future,
college.
the
Oh,
future,
sorry,
the future.
wouldn't that be the
The
present?
future. No, because this is
Wasn't he the same age? He was the same
no,
age that he's at
no, he
now
wasn't.
before he went to the past.
No, he wasn't. He couple years older.
Oh, looks the same to me.
Yeah, of course he look the same, but he is couple years older.
It's the same way K and Yukamaru look the same, but you're saying like, oh, one look different. Yeah, that's what's
No,
happening right
that
now.
There's a difference.
that's a
I saw the
difference.
difference.
There's a difference.
Oh, jeez.
You guys just don't see it because you're guys and you're looking at guys.
I feel you. I
Oh,
feel you. I
Lord.
feel you. I
They too
feel
busy
you.
looking at that girl who
I
barely
feel.
have on any clothes and that
I mean, I'm not. Listen, you're right. You're right. You're right. You're absolutely correct. You're correct. I'm not even going to front. You're right. All right, but
So
plus,
he so
plus.
so he so
Sorry, go ahead.
he's with homegirl with the purple hair. That's what you
yeah,
said.
and they have a little daughter now. She gave up
Uh-huh.
Shell. She doesn't draw anymore. Um, I feel like the illustrator that they're trying to get the inspiration to draw again. I feel like the person that she was speaking about is actually his wife, the one who she said like inspired her to draw and so on. I feel like that's his wife.
Really? Why do you feel like that?
Oh, because the wife had stopped the wife had stopped drawing, and she's like, she hasn't found anything that she wants to draw anymore. And then like the illustrator that they have working on was a game, right?
Uh huh.
Have you seen
Yeah.
that game? Yeah, the illustrator that he has working on the game is kind of sort of saying the scene like she doesn't have the inspiration that she to draw anymore. The person that she used to look up to, blah blah blah, X Y Z. They like the person who she used to look up to about drawing was like a real inspiration for her and so on. And I don't know, there's something about it, and then I feel like they're gonna connect them two together somehow.
Yeah,
And
it's all.
trying to
It's all. I'm
he's
pretty sure
trying
it's all.
because he's also
Yeah.
trying to get his wife to start drawing again. So I feel like somewhere down the line, them two gonna have to meet each other, and they find out, oh, this is the person who was inspiring me to draw, and then all of a sudden, like, oh, I have the energy to draw again, blah blah blah, and then she start work on the game.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Hmm.
Sounds like a lot going on with that. I gotta catch up though.
I
I
really
definitely
need to
gotta
catch
catch up.
up on that.
Listen, like
Really
we
need
gotta
to
get
catch
on
up
that.
on that.
It's me and you, April. We the problem.
Yeah,
We the
we
problem.
falling off. We
We
falling
problem.
off.
Well,
So last on the list of this week so far, I feel Vanitas.
Woohoo!
Oh, I don't watch
Vanitas.
Bonitas, so
My
Vanitas
favorite.
I'll
got
keep
some
What?
action.
fine.
Vicky.
Vanitas
I
got
feel like
some
you would love. I feel like you would
action.
actually like this anime though.
yes, she
Vicky,
would.
I feel like you would
some
like this anime
Vicky,
a
some
lot. Like this is
spicy
my favorite for the
things
season. Like this is my.
happen this episode. Some spicy things.
Come on, man. Let's talk
Vanitas,
about it.
Vanitas and
Oh, but
Johnny
this one I
got
have
some
my
action.
on hold anime list.
My on
Oh,
hold
okay.
anime list.
Yeah,
Oh
I'll watch it
God.
eventually.
All right.
Well,
All right.
Vanitas and
Oh,
Johnny went on a date, but Janae is trying to get Vanitas to hate her because
Uh huh.
she learned from Oh gosh. Homeboy, sister, half sister, no, friends, sorry, more friends, sorry, not sister, they're not siblings. Like
Yeah.
homeboy,
Yeah.
what's her name? Tommy? I'm gonna call her Tommy. I think that's her nickname. She
Yeah.
learned from Tommy that, like, well, if you show Vanitas affection, like, he's gonna not like that. He's gonna separate himself from you. So Janae is trying to carry him on a date, and it's like it backfired on her because like, I don't know. I think Vanitas knew what she was trying to do, and he was just loving it. And then,
Hmm.
like, Jenny started to have crave for blood again. Then her and Vanitas had a little session on on the couch. Like, he put her down, like, he lay down. He said, "Well, Jenny, if you haven't drank anyone else's blood, well, you should get a reward." And then, like, she slammed him down on the couch. She ripped off his tie, and then she bite it. Like, then she sucked his blood, and then, Vanitas did feel so good. Vanitas felt pleasure from it.
Wow.
They had they had
Wow.
April's clearly enjoying this
Listen,
anime a lot.
they had
we all are.
Yeah.
We all are.
like,
We all
at
are.
first
Trust me.
at first at first I didn't like this pairing. At first I didn't like this pairing, but
Really, you didn't like Felice and
I did not
I
like
thought it was
Phineas
so
and
interesting to
Janet.
pair those two together.
I just didn't like how Janet became a badass, and all of a sudden she just became super girly. I just didn't
Uh-huh.
like. It felt to me. It feel like her character development like took a dive.
It
Because
felt it felt like the
Yeah,
usual.
definitely.
I feel like
it feels
the
like that
usual
to me. It
That's
feels
how
progression.
it
like
always is. His characters like that.
Exactly. Right. That's what I
mm,
felt like. It's so kind of a Sundari. Like
I like my.
this.
I know.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, that's
guess.
what it was.
I
That's what I
guess.
took as.
I guess. I
I
guess.
know.
Yeah.
I guess you
But
tired of the Sundaries then. I
I want my badass lady stay badass, man. Like, you could be soft,
feel
but
you.
you can
I feel
still
you.
be
I feel you.
badass. But just feel like her attitude, like her character, just like flipped like that.
Uh-huh.
So, but then after this episode, I was like, I think I see what's going on. And then after the couch session, I was like, oh,
You see the
I,
ploy?
I'm on board. It's like, it's like, they had session. But then onto like Noe's side of things. Noe was
Uh-huh.
talking to, I can't remember what's the name of the red haired vampire. Like, they had
I know
talk.
you mean.
I
Yeah.
Yeah,
With
do
the
though.
eye patch.
Yeah,
yeah.
that yes, him.
The we're gonna call him Eye Patch, I guess,
Eye
for
patch
the
man.
moment. Yeah, they talk about Eye Patch, and look like they brought up some things about his teacher,
Uh-huh.
and because I think he know his teacher or something, or among the lines like that, he alluded to
Yeah.
that. And
Right.
then, like, he sort of like tested Noe, like asking him like what side he's on, and Noe is like, there isn't a side. I like both humans and vampires, and like, if anyone on that side tries to threaten anyone that I care about, then I'm going to attack them, vampire or human. And then
Right.
homeboy was like, oh, well, that's the wrong answer. And then all of a sudden just assaulted my poor Noah and started drinking his blood. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? It's like, leave
One
Noah
thing but this
alone.
show, they will drink each other's blood in the most
Yeah.
sexual
But
way
like, I think it was like, what episode that was, when Noe and Domi, like, we didn't talk about like Vanitas that week, but like a few, like a two episodes or so, or 3 episodes or so ago, Domi and
Yeah.
Noe had
Yeah.
a
Yeah,
they
They
had
that's
had
true.
a
Yeah.
scene
session. They had
that was very.
session. They had session on the roof. I like their
Not
session
the
better.
session. Not the session. Oh my
That was
god. That gotta be on a
listen.
shirt.
Listen.
Sorry, go on, April. Go
Family.
on.
Because like, I love Noe and Domi. I hope like something does develop in their relationship,
Uh-huh.
especially that after the roof thing. Like,
Yeah.
that roof
Yeah.
Right.
segment.
Okay,
That was
true. That's
so
true.
good.
That's true.
That was
That's true.
so good.
Alright.
Noe.
Uh-huh.
Noe is so hot. I love Noe. I love him more than Vanitas.
Nah, Vanitas my boy. Vanitas, that's he brings the life to the show to me. Like he brings everything together. Like and I
And
love I can't wait to learn more about Vanitas because this is a 24 episode of the anime too. I don't think a lot of people may not know that or remember that, but this is actually a 24 episode anime, so
that
he going to
means
get a
we're
second
getting
try at this.
that means they joining us in the fall.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, they are. Yes,
They
they
joining us
are.
in the fall.
They absolutely are. They absolutely
I hope we get more sessions. Because Bones, let me tell you guys,
This is
Bones
going to be a
know what
thing.
they do, and
This is going to be. This is going to be a
whoever
thing.
on Bones side, whoever is
Oh
on
wow.
Bone, whoever on that team, whoever's on the Vanita's team,
Uh-huh.
they know how to animate a session. They know.
And and on that note, ladies and gentlemen, we have reached the end of another Otaku Summit. Another wonderful time. Oh my god, as always, guys. It's better than April, but I'm oh my god, this is hilarious. But as always, guys, it's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to follow the Otaku Summit podcast on
Woohoo!
Twitter. Hit up the solid YouTube page to get all exciting episodes of all your favorite podcasts, including us, yours truly. As well, don't forget, enter the Discord. Come
And
check
also,
out, hang with us.
yes.
Oh, sorry, go on, April.
And also sponsor us. We are now accepting sponsors. So
We are,
woohoo.
we are.
Hit us up if you want to sponsor us.
Yeah, so we can call
LOL.
you, shout out your on the podcast.
If
We
you
can do
want
that.
Yes,
some
yes,
more
yes.
if you
Yes,
want
yes.
some more
Right, we
moments.
can listen. We will have April say every time we shout out your podcast. Trust me, you do not want to miss that. But definitely hit us up in the Solid Discord and
I mean,
interact with
like
us. And
we did have moment last week.
and on that note, hit us up on the Discord to chat with us and all your other favorite podcasters on the Solid, presented to you by the
56,
Solid.
56, 50.
And with that, guys, the summit is over. Meeting adjourned. There you go.
Cool.
Woo!